It's not motivation, and it's not even discipline. There's a much deeper reason why I'm able to get up at 4 a.m. every single day, no matter how I feel. And I can promise it wasn't always this way. I used to be a lazy sack of shit, looking like garbage, feeling like garbage, being tired from doing the bare minimum.
So if you want to hear the exact thought process I used to stay consistent with this, keep on watching.
So about a week ago, I was having a conversation with one of my friends who's a personal trainer at the gym I go to, and he was trying to give me advice. I appreciate it, but he's not doing exactly what I want to do. He was looking at my content, he was trying to, help me out, and he was looking at my story on Instagram where I post my daily process. And he told me about the morning routine part. He's like, nobody's gonna want to do this. Little does he know, that's exactly the point. I'm not trying to attract mediocre, normal people, the type that typical personal trainers would love to have as clients. No, I want to attract a very specific type of young, ambitious man who knows how much potential he has, but is still not really doing anything about it. And a morning wake up, the early morning, is such a crucial part of my process of becoming better and mastering myself. Why do I do it? Well, first things first, it is the catalyst habit. It is the one thing I do that sets off a positive chain reaction that feeds into everything else. Because if you have a non-negotiable early morning wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, do you really think that you're going to stay up late the night before, scrolling on your phone, watching porn, simping around, chasing all those girls on dating apps who don't even know you exist? Or do you think that you're going to put in the extra effort to be disciplined with your sleep time? I'll be honest, you're not always going to manage it. Some nights you're going to go to bed and it's going to be like 5-6 hours of sleep, and that's okay. You will be fine. You'll still operate as long as you don't let it become a regular thing. But anyway, the 4 a.m. wake up, it doesn't just set off a positive chain reaction once you start building a morning routine and a daily process that keeps feeding into becoming this disciplined, relentless motherfucker. No, it actually gifts you more time. Because a lot of people, they like to use the argument of, it doesn't matter, we all have the same hours of the day, waking up early isn't helpful. Not all hours are created equal, my brother. If you're waking up at the same time as everyone else, you're going through the same flustered, chaotic routine as most normal people. You're going to have the exact same results as most normal people. Yeah, I guess you can stay up late to grind, and I know people that do that. I know some, successful guys, friends of mine that have broken out of their 9 to 5 by not waking up early, but actually staying up late. And it can work, but my goodness, how much harder is it going to be to operate at peak capacity once you've already done a long, hard day of work, right? Those early morning hours are magical. There's something special about staring into the cold light of your computer monitor while the world around you is just calm, still, dark, silent. The early morning wake up is fucking essential. It's non-negotiable, and that's exactly why I managed to stick to it. Because I've made it fucking personal. I haven't just have it as like, it's nice to have, when I feel motivated, I'll do it. No. I've set it as the minimum acceptable standard of what I'm willing to tolerate. And that is the crucial difference. I was on Facebook the other day, because I'm posting all over the place. It's a bit messy right now, but I don't give a fuck. I'm still just going to put in the reps, put in the volume, no matter how, frustrating it might get at times. But I saw a post in this group called the 5 a.m. Club, and some guy was asking, what motivation tactics do I need to use to wake up at 5 a.m? Because I can do it for a few days, but I can never stay consistent. The problem is, brother is still looking for motivation tactics. He's looking in completely the wrong place. He's still treating it as a fun little option, like a nice to have. He's not making it personal. He's not tying it in to the very core of his identity. That is so important. You have to stop viewing yourself as someone who's trying to get better, who's trying his best, who's trying to wake up early. No. You have to view yourself as someone who gets it fucking done no matter how you feel. Every single morning you wake up, there's going to be that little voice in your head that tries to negotiate. You can't. It's called a non-negotiable for a reason. The second you start negotiating with non-negotiables, bro, the rest of your life just starts unraveling like crazy. It's not the way to go. Man, there's always going to be a reason to stay in bed. There's always going to be a reason to try to convince yourself, oh, I'll perform better if I just wake up feeling more tired. But guess what's going to happen? You're going to snooze your alarm because you wake up and you feel like the world is just dissolving around you. You can't take it. You know, this feels disgustingly difficult. And that's the point. If this shit was easy, it wouldn't make you extraordinary, right? So let me tell you, this morning I woke up, I was way more tired than I should have been. I got about 6-7 hours of sleep, which is usually enough to make me feel recharged. But I made a mistake. I stayed up later, editing videos, posting reels, and I only had my last meal of the day after I finished all of that stuff. And all it was just some chicken thighs and frozen fruit, but because I ate it right before I laid down for bed, it obviously disrupted my sleep. The digestion, it ruined my sleep quality, as you know, happens, right? So I woke up and I literally felt fatigued as fuck. I did not want to proceed on with the day, and I knew that I had many hours until I actually had to get to work and go be a slave for my bosses and shit. But I knew there was so much I had to get done because I now have a purpose. I have a clear mission. I have certain tasks that need to be fulfilled throughout the day, which I can't negotiate with, because if I'm going to get to where I'm going, if I'm actually worthy of achieving the goals I've set, I have to learn how to operate when I don't feel like it, and a crucial part of that is rising, not snoozing the alarm. I don't even have an option to snooze my alarm. I can't. I either turn it off or get up. And guess what? I never negotiate. I get up every single time because it's so ingrained into my identity. I don't have another choice. That's exactly how you should operate. You can't give yourself a choice. You literally have to make it a baseline. Anything lower is intolerable. I cannot stress this enough. Guess what though? I rose up out of bed. I felt tired. I won't lie, things took way longer than they had to because I was just like moving like a snail. I was just dragging my feet, sitting on my bed, just contemplating, oh, this is so hard. This is, you know, oh, I don't have any energy. How am I going to get through it? But because I've built the muscle of getting shit done when I don't feel like it, I snapped out of it. I was like, shut the fuck up, you little pussy. Go get in the cold shower, freshen up, then go outside, do your morning routine where you know, pump up with some light exercise, get the blood flowing, and then sit down on your computer and get to fucking work. And that's exactly what I did. And guess what? After every single little bit of effort that it takes to overcome an obstacle, no matter how small, it grants you more energy. Because energy is not created through rest. Energy is created through motion. And the larger the challenge you overcome, the more gifted you are with energy. The less you feel like doing it, the more energized you will feel once it's complete. I promise you that, bro. Now I feel incredible. I feel on top of the world. I got my deep work done. I did my writing. I posted my content. I got warmed up. I went to the gym, and it's recovery, like rest day you can call it, where I don't do any like real weights. I just train my neck, train my forearms, and do some cardio. And now the sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. I feel on top of the world because yet again, I didn't feel like filming this video. I wanted to just sort of put it off. I wanted to go and eat my meal before I went to work, but I told myself I was going to film a video, so I filmed the video, and now my energy is unbelievable. So, bro, stop negotiating. Set the early morning wake-ups as part of who you are and let it feed into developing you into the kind of man who is fucking unstoppable, relentless, and resilient.